Clement's Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review. All my family knows, and many of my friends know that I'm a pie freak. I love pies. Pie is my favorite dessert. That's right, followed by beer. But it's always been pie. So why not get the best of both right here? This is Boysenberry pie. It's part of the Baker series from the Bruery out of Placentia, California. It's an Imperial Stout, 10.2% ABV. This is my wheelhouse and a half. Now, if you read about this beer at all, it'll mention that it's inspired by the county's rich history of growing boysenberries. There's some truth to that, but there's some hidden code in there. Basically, what they're talking about is Knott's Berry Farm in Orange County, California. That's right. They actually were talking about this with Knott's Berry Farm back prior to COVID hitting, and that everything changed. That all stopped. So anyway, they finally decided to get back around to it, and they brewed it, and we're going to see what this is all about. Now look at that. This is just dark, dark, dark. I mean, this is like night. This is dark. We got a kind of a nice dark mocha head on there, but it's just pretty near black, I'd say. Let's get the nose. Woo! Man, the first thing that hits you on the nose is boysenberry. Boom, right there. Oh my gosh, I'm in Happyville right there. Man, you've got that boysenberry right in your face, which is beautiful. You've got some dark baker's chocolate on there. You get a little bit of a hint of cinnamon. Oh, they did make this with cinnamon and vanilla flavor, and of course boysenberries. And you get all of that on the nose immediately. And you get a little bit of bourbon too. A slight hint of oak, but you do get the scent of bourbon on it, so more happy now. And I'm not getting a whole lot else, to be honest. There's roasted malt, of course, but that vanilla, just a hint of the cinnamon, the boysenberry was there, and that like baker's chocolate, kind of a scent. So it's straightforward. Let's go for it. Cheers. Just like some of the others in the Baker series, there's a little more of the cinnamon that I'd like. I know that they put the cinnamon there to help kind of create the thought of this as a bakery, to try to bring in like some element of like some crust or other seasoning sprinkled on top. I'd like a little bit more of the other elements myself. Man, this is just velvety. It just coats my mouth in the silky, velvety kind of quality. Oh, that's just a beautiful thing. And of course, you've got the boysenberries on there. Now, the boysenberry was bigger and stronger in the scent than it is in the taste. But it's there. And of course, you're getting this beautiful chocolate quality on there. You get a little bit of oakiness, just a hint of the bourbon. The baker's chocolate, I think, is the right description. It's not so super sweet chocolate, but it's a dark chocolate too. I mean, dark baker's chocolate, if you will. It's really tasty. What can I tell you? Wow. Yeah, there's just not a lot of other things to say. What you get in the nose, you're getting in the taste. It's all really there. I think the strongest elements are going to be the chocolate, the boysenberry, and then that little backup of cinnamon. The vanilla just really acts to kind of smooth the whole thing over very nicely. With those roasted malts giving you that dark chocolate type flavor take that along with the barrel aging and the little bit of bourbon, and it just smooths it out to just a wonderful concoction. Oh, well, I'm going to enjoy this for a little bit, and I'll come back with some numbers. I gave this time to warm, and still very happy with it. The cinnamon picks up a little bit. The higher end of the sweetness, the boysenberry fades a little bit. But you know it's there, because otherwise you would just get lots and lots of the chocolate quality. So that berry sweetness is still there. It just doesn't have the fragrance coming along with it. But it's just a well-balanced beer. It's just so enjoyable. You know, and you get exactly what it is they're advertising. I think that the boysenberries blend very well with the beer. And you don't lose the boysenberry quality. There are certain fruits that just don't carry through or fade very quickly. And the boysenberry seems to hold on very nicely. And it's just like they do with cherries often, the boysenberry seems to work. And I really do love how they use the vanilla just to smooth everything out. Super tasty. So I guess it's time to start doing ratings. This is an Imperial Stout, and it's a barrel-aged Imperial Stout at that. Seeing as they're hitting exactly what they're saying they're doing for you for the most part. Again, the cinnamon, I know what their purpose is in that. There are certain pies like apple that lend more to cinnamon than others. But I still, in terms of style, I've got to give it a 95. I mean, the Bruery, they're just known for certain things that they do well, and this is part of it. By the way, the Baker series is something they do about 3 a year of. So you just watch for different varieties, they'll pop out. This is the current one, or at least the latest I've seen. Just topped off before doing overall. Look at that beautiful creamy head, man. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, that's wonderful. Overall, it's still very much up there. There are other things that I'd like better. I mean, of course, I love my big Imperial IPAs, and certain quads and things of that nature are going to be very much up there for me. As far as stouts go, I love some of the things that have a lot more layers in this, but this still is a very quality made beer. I'm just digging on it. Plus, it's something that I just thoroughly enjoy in terms of what's in it, right? It's pie. I'm digging on it. I'm going to give it a 94. I think people rate beers too low these days as bigger and better beers come out, but really this is quality craft. This is a dessert beer, 94 for me. Here it is again. It is the Boysenberry pie, part of the Baker series from the Bruery. I'd say grab one if you see it, especially if you like fruit pies and you like chocolate stouts, and this is one way to put them both together. This is Kevin of Clementine saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I'll see you on the next beer review.